Hi, I'm Jaleesa Raquel, and we just wrapped up an amazing women empowerment shoot. We call it the Crown Adjustment Shoot because this shoot was all about inspiring other Black queens like ourselves and uplifting each other. So make sure you guys adjust your crown and follow us at MediaGirlsNetwork.com.
Welcome to the Media Girls Network.
Our CTR Media Network sponsors.
A special thank you to our gold sponsor, Terry Coleman from Global Key Capital. Global Key Capital is a lender specializing in customized financial solutions. They pride themselves in being one of the industry's most reliable and proven lending groups. At Global Key Capital, their customers are their number one priority. They strive to provide their clients with competitive pricing, unbeatable customer service, and stress-free processing. So if you are in the market for your next dream home or investment property, give Terry Coleman a call or simply visit their website at www.globalkeycapital.com. A special shout out to our silver sponsor, Business Course Academy. At Business Course Academy, they provide business education digital courses for its participants with the tools and knowledge needed to compete globally and build generational wealth. Everyone needs a map to reach their business goals today, and they have an exceptional business course creators and coaches on their team with over 30 years of experience ready to help you because they have worked with multi-million-dollar agencies as well as startups. So if you're looking for your next business course, go to businesscourseacademy.com. Thank you for your support. Thank you to our CTR Media Network sponsors. To learn more about our sponsors and CTR Media Network, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.
You are now listening to CTR Media Network.
What up, family? CTR Media Network. Yeah. Best in the biz. Yeah. Join the team. CTR is who we are. The Media Network. That's the
Yeah, what's my girl? Hey, what's my girl? Yeah, how I look? Yeah, I pull this together real quick.
You already know you always look good. I don't even know why you're trying to do all
You know how you try to snooze a little nap in, and you like,
man. And it wasn't me or did today go by like
year, new money, new businesses, new time, new everything. It's April.
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, there she go.
I don't
There she got
see her yet. I am.
Oh, Rashad, fine like always, baby.
Yeah.
Let's see my girl coming in. No, it's
coming in on your end. Let's see. Listen, we claim GMA anchor vibes, okay? And not the ones that cheat, all right? We coming to do our jobs and go home. That's it, okay? That's it. Like,
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what's in this cup in a second. As soon as April come on, we about to get it popping. Oh, this
April, let us know if you see that invite.
Hello, ladies.
Baby.
Yes. I didn't open my bottle yet, but I got mine.
Okay, you know what?
The whole
Sometimes you just gotta
here,
take it to the head. Right, but since we have all the ladies here, everyone, welcome to the final recap of Media Girls Network. All of that. You already know. I'm going to reintroduce myself. Everyone, I am Chanel Simone, media host, radio personality, and one of the official Media Girls correspondent here. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to recap everything that we as a business, we as a media company that we've been through. And also we're going to drop some tea on what's been going on for the whole year as a whole. Y'all, 2022 been a year. So I'm going to let everybody else go ahead and introduce themselves.
Okay, what's up, y'all? Y'all know who it is. It's your girl, it could be your favorite media maven. And I'm super excited to be here. I don't know about anybody else, but Media Girls Network has definitely changed my life when it comes to just the whole media industry, music industry, and more. So I'm super grateful to have the opportunity to be here to do the recap. Shout out to, of course, Media Girls Network. Shout out to Jaleesa Raquel, which I don't see her, but you know, the baddest, bro. So shout out.
Sometimes I really take offense to that.
No, like, you thought, but you are though. You thought, but you are. You know?
She's just the baddest, bro. Okay,
the baddest. You're the baddest, bro. She's the baddest, bro.
Exactly. So, but yeah. So yeah, I'm super excited about tonight. We got some really good guests in the building. We got some really good topics to talk about, and I'm just happy to be here. So.
Well, I'm so glad to be on with you ladies. I look up to you both so much. Just everything you've accomplished over the past year.
First of all, can we
take my in 2023 taking compliments, okay? Come on,
just say this too, right? With Ellery, because y'all, I met Ellery, maybe a year ago, maybe. Right.
It feels like forever.
From the moment that I met you, you have been the sweetest, most humble person ever. You have been the most helpful person. Like, she's plugged me in opportunities and everything, y'all. So I just want to say thank you, Ellery, for just being somebody in this industry that we don't have to side eye or be worried about. You're just really one of those girls. Like, you're that girl and you want to help girls, you want to help people, and I'm really appreciative of you. So
thank you so much. I appreciate that. You
look good. Where is you going?
Nowhere.
It's
right. It looked like after this. We.
I'm telling you. But listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, because what I need from y'all is I need my little slate. You know, when I go to introduce myself, I never know. I want a little slogan, a little slate. So I need y'all to help me with that. Though, y'all in the comments that are here with us this evening and going into 2023, give me something. It's not too many things that rhyme with Ellery that go with L. Well, I feel like I'm like Ellen. You know,
you can rhyme it with something but I want to have the media for soul or something like that. I don't know. We gonna work on it. We gonna work on it.
See, but
we're gonna work on it.
So we about to get things started. We're gonna try to be them black people that be on time.
It's 7:10, so that means we got our first guest.
And y'all, let me tell you something. Before we introduce our first guest, when I started my media journey, and this is when I joined Media Girls Network, I had to look up on Instagram media personalities. a few of those were like Brie Renee, Myasia Simone, and then another guest who popped up is Anissa Renee. Like, and ever since then, I've been, okay, stalking is a little extreme, but what I've been saying is I've been following her for like maybe 2 years now, or 2.5 years. And I'm just like, yo, how can I be like her? Like, she's that girl. So I just want to say, I'm going to say this to her when she come on too. Baby, I'm so excited to introduce the next guest. Well, the first guest of the 2022 final recap of Media Girls Network. We're going to go ahead and bring her in. Is she coming? Is she requested?
Yep.
Like I said, I'm gonna reiterate what I said too, but I just had to. Yes, I just had to let people know.
Let her.
And she's gonna be looking good too. Why?
Hey.
Yes. It's something about black braids. I'm telling you, they do something.
It does something to the girl.
Yo, look at me cheesing. It's like, y'all. Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna say this. I know we get excited about celebrities and stuff like that, but when you have the next girl, the girl next door, the one that you look up to, the one you like, you know what? This is who we aspire to be, baby. We over here like, like I told people before, I've been following you for like 2.5 years when I first started my media journey. And when I tell you I'm trying to study, pay attention, like, okay, she's here. Okay, how did she get this booking right here? Okay. And when I met you a few times, I always give you your flowers, like, girl, how are you doing? So I'm just here. I'm so excited that you are able to join. We love you, girl, here at Media Girls Network. Okay.
I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. Media Girls Network has been a huge part of my journey. So to be on the platform, let's recap 2022.
Yes.
I'm lit.
Thank you so much for joining us, because we know it's the end of the year. There's a lot of things going on. You're probably getting pulled in all different directions. So thank you for just taking some time with us to recap this year so far.
Of course.
I love it.
Anything for y'all. And thank you for that intro.
You
right.
Yeah, you heard anything. So go ahead.
Right. I want to go ahead and get this. Definitely a great speaking voice. I want to get this out the way. You just came back from the motherland.
Yes.
Girl, baby, I was like, when is she coming back?
I did. I know. Listen, and leave it up to my mother. Had it not been for the holidays, I probably would have stayed. Just saying. Yeah, I probably would have stayed. And if you haven't been, all I'm going to say is, make that trip. Do not let the price of the flight stop you from going to see what they don't want us to see. Okay?
How did that change your perspective coming back over here, leaving Ghana and coming back over here, and how you're going to take your journey going forward?
Yeah, so I would just say Ghana is on my bucket list. I went to South Africa and we went to a few different cities, Johannesburg, Mpumalanga, and Cape Town. But how much time we got? I think the biggest thing though, for real, is just recognizing that there's so much opportunity over there, but there's also so much responsibility, right? I feel like we don't always realize how much privilege we have as Black Americans until we get over there and you're posed with the question, how do you deal with your Black American privilege? And so I've never thought about it until I was asked. And even then, I typically don't get stumped, but I got stumped. So my perspective on a lot has changed, but now I realize that not only was it like you look at the flight and it's like, oh my God, that's such a long flight. But then you start to think about your ancestors and how long it took them to make it over here or to wherever they ended up, or if they ended up anywhere at all, or if they perished. And so for me, that was the biggest thing, is what is now my responsibility? It is now to see what they don't want us to see and to experience what they don't want us to experience. So now I can share those stories, and hopefully more of us go over there and live and try food and try culture and just see things through a different lens. So I'm just grateful, man. I'm grateful to have had December off. Praise the Lord. Okay. And I hope that we just take
first of all, you left
time.
right when everybody going to Ghana. You know, y'all could have just took that that flight to go to Africa.
You, you don't have to
As
remind
soon as you
me.
left,
Thank
everybody
you.
coming down.
Soon as I get back, it's like everybody's headed out.
Y'all
Like, first of all,
okay,
we
it's
should have
no
discussed this
eating
before I left.
Right. This could have been a group trip.
How? The whole
All of it.
family, all
Yeah.
of Atlanta is in Ghana right now. You would have thought Atlanta was spelled ACCRA, because it ain't.
Right,
Listen.
right, and unfortunately, I guess
If
I was
anybody
left
wants
out
to
the
send a
group
girl
chat
back.
too. So I don't know. We're gonna try again next year.
Same.
We definitely are. One question that I have for you, as I said, watching you, it looked like you had an amazing journey with your definitely with what you do as a media host. What's one event that you hosted or moderated for that is on like your top list for 2022?
Ooh, that's such a good question. Okay, so this year,
You did a good job with Saucy Santana
I feel
this
like the
year.
one that,
That was lit.
oh yes, okay, so I'm glad you said that, and I think from relationship wise, Saucy Santana definitely set me up for a great remainder of 2022. I got to give it to him. I feel like that opportunity and Earn Your Leisure with InvestFest, that was probably my most challenging, only because it was a space I haven't yet tapped into. And so it gave me the opportunity to not only introduce the talent, but sometimes you get in familiar spaces and you feel like you don't necessarily have to do as much research. No, I had to do some research on not only on the people, but the things that I'm introducing, because I'm not going to hold you. I'm not that big into investing, but I'm interested in it now because I see the community. I see the people who really do know what they're talking about and the information that needs to get out. And so if I'm going to be in these rooms, then the girl needs to know what she's talking about, because I'm not going to hold you. We're in an industry where people like to act like.
Right.
I'm glad you said that, because I don't think, like, as far as like we go, like, we're up and coming media personalities here, but I think people don't really take research as serious when it comes to, we live in such a day and age where it's blogging, and wherever the information is fed to us, that's what we take and we relay. But nobody does the back research and stuff like that on it, So I think you saying like how important it was for you when doing Earn Your Leisure to do your research, so you can get up there and it's a different space and showcase, like, I'm really interested in this, but also I respect the talent enough to do this. I think that's really saying something, and I think everybody out there should be listening to this. This is all a part of her artistry and why she's so good at what she does. So
Thank you. I mean, listen, when you put in that extra little bit of work, it shows. And you're so much more confident in the work that you're doing because you genuinely know what you're talking about. And even if you don't, there's a way to laugh it off and then to make everybody else in the room feel comfortable, because at least you tried, right? As opposed to going in blind and just being like, you know what, I'm doing it because I do this. No, there's always room to learn. There's always room to grow, and you're always going to talk to somebody new. And also, the person you may have talked to before definitely isn't the same person as the last time. We all have more accomplishments that we're doing. We got other things that are happening behind the scenes. So if you just look at their timeline, that's just not enough.
I'm going to ask one question before we go on to the next guest. And this is pretty much like a life lesson. So as we stated, and most people who watching are aspiring media personalities, when did you realize you were at the peak of your career? Like, what was that moment for you when you was like, okay, I'm getting the recognition, I'm getting the followers, I'm getting the callbacks, I'm getting the money? Like, when can you, what moment where you was like, okay, I could sit here and say, no, I'm not taking that, I'm negotiating? Like, what was that moment for you?
So I'll put it like this. I won't even
I knew you were gonna say that.
I don't even think I'm even there yet. I feel like I'm like still.
Yeah.
It's just different phases, right? But I feel like for the first time, I had a realization that, wow, this is really happening, was 2020. And that was when I was really hard on myself. How am I going to make any money? How am I going to do this? Well, people forget about me because I'm not going against the grain and going outside and seeing people. I just wasn't in a place to do it. I was still living at home with my mom at the time, and my grandfather was with us. And so putting them at risk just meant too much. So I sat in the house a lot. But then when I realized I was still getting called and emailed to do virtual things, I was like, oh, hold up. People actually think I'm really good at this. And if I can do it from the comfort of my home, then I got to figure out more ways to pivot, and I got to keep honing in on my craft. Because the cozy girl in me, baby, she likes to hold me down sometimes, and that can be a detriment to myself. And I like to say we are the main character and the villain in our own lives. So whatever that thing is in you that allows you to get just so comfortable that you just think you don't have to go that extra mile, fight that girl or that guy. I'm trying to tell you, 2020 was that year. And so you know you're good even when we're hard on ourselves, but people still see that light in you. So whatever you got to do to keep that oil in that lighter, please keep pouring into yourself. Do what you got to do. Rest, relax, release, take the time you need, because 2023 is around the corner and it's about to be time to work again.
Well, Anissa,
Sure.
What are some encouraging words you could give the people before you go, just for them to continue on in their journeys, and any encouraging words for 2023?
I feel like this is the one thing I keep saying to myself, and I've been posting a lot, is you do not have to have it all together by 2 days from now. Please keep that in mind. Do the best you can with what you've got. Yeah, like, please, seriously. I feel like everything that we do makes us feel like we have to keep up. We got to make sure we're a step ahead or staying in front of people or whatever. Listen, the real ones are always going to call you. That's just point blank, period. Yeah. So, and never forget that what's for you is always going to be for you, and it always has, because it's already written, y'all. I try to keep my faith first, and sometimes I'll be like, God, okay, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, and I need a little help. But you're pulling my story so much because I'm trying to listen to me. I need more.
Like, I need God to sit next to me and be like, no.
You know what? And then I got to the point I was twisting the word a little bit, because, faith without works. Well, I'm putting in the work, okay? And it is not dead, okay? I'm putting in the work. So I just say, keep God first. Focus on what it is that you really want to do. You want to tackle whatever industry it is, and be kind to people, because just like y'all said before I came on, it's our relationships outside of here that really keep this thing going. The industry can be very catty, in whatever industry that you're in. And so even if you're entering or you've been in it for a while, just remember to always be kind. And new year, new you, I don't believe in it. You every day new you.
Find somebody.
Okay.
Right.
Well, of course, we wish you much success in 2023. We will continue to follow your journey, and as always, we really and truly appreciate you every time showing up for Media Girls Network. We will see you in we'll see you next year, girl. Look.
Right, look, I already be pulling up to her now. I'm gonna be like, that's my friend, girl. I miss the girl.
That's my friend.
Right.
Ben.
Right. Don't act like you don't know us, because
Ben, pull up.
Oh, mine too.
My hair changed.
You might have to go like,
There she goes.
You said thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course. I will talk to you guys later. Happy New Year.
Y'all. Did you not see how she graced? How she spoke the word. You not here? Wait, where's your glass? Ellery, where's your glass? Hold on, I think. Did you open that bottle yet?
I got the bottle. I did it.
We did.
We're gonna toast to Anissa.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Y'all, and if people in the audience, if y'all are drinking, or I hope you're 21 and up, please drink responsibly. Yes. If you are sipping on anything, please let us know what you are sipping. I'm sipping some wine. Usually I have some tequila because I'm a tequila mommy, but I'm gonna do wine today because I don't want to show out on this live. Okay.
Okay.
I will show out on this live. So we have the next guest. Derek!
How y'all doing?
Good.
Derek Romano in the building.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
That's good. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Good. How are you?
Good. Y'all look nice.
Good.
Thank you.
See, yes, right. So all the ladies in the place with styling,
Great. Okay.
Yeah, I see y'all with the one.
right?
You see us?
I see y'all.
Okay.
I'm on the fast. I just had my birthday. I'm not drinking no more. I gotta take a break.
Yeah, you sound like you just had a birthday.
You had
Still recovering. I don't even know if I'm prepared for New Year's.
We know that after birthday.
How y'all doing?
So you a Capricorn?
Yep.
Ooh, okay. Capricorn. Shout out to the Capricorns in the building. We call y'all Captain Capricorns. Is that true? Captain.
That's the stereotype we got.
Capricorns.
Mm-hmm.
Stereotype. Star signs.
Taurus. Oh.
Okay, I ain't nothing bad about y'all. Y'all good.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, y'all good. I was hoping y'all didn't say.
I was gonna say Libras are the best sign. I don't care what nobody says. We're the best because when everybody talks about all the drama that everybody else does, Libras always get left out.
Well, I call y'all
so
lion Libras.
Okay. I'm about to say I don't know what she talking about.
It's the men.
It's crazy.
It's the men.
Right.
It's
So
Libra
we're gonna
men.
jump into it. Derek, thank
men.
you for tuning in with the final recap of Media Girls Network. I would ask you where your drink at, but you said you're done for right now until next year. Okay.
I'll take one.
Right. So I've been looking at your accolades and I've been looking at everything that you've done. And I want to say that, baby, you are it. Okay. You've definitely been in the game for a minute. So 22.
Say it again, Chanel.
Oh, hold on.
You good now?
Ooh. Am I on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have been frozen.
Yeah.
Talk about your best moments for in 2022.
I think the Renaissance album coming out.
Ooh.
Okay, pop. Go ahead and pop your for a little bit, Derek. Go ahead. Go ahead and pop because I seen your name in them Grammys. I seen something up there, like
right.
I think that's one of my favorite moments for 2022. Being able to go to the Grammys again this year with Beyonce again. I'm super excited about that. But I think developing and working with a lot of these newer artists. I've been excited about that, from Maya to Don, Lola Brooke.
Hey, Lola, that's my girl.
Shout out to Brooklyn in the building.
You already know.
Thanks. But
Okay. Go ahead.
But yeah, it's really just discovering newer artists and just working with a lot of the newer up and coming artists I've been excited about, because I feel like when I first came into the industry, I was working with a lot of the A-listers and working with the newer artists is kind of bringing my passion and my love back to the music, because I'm able to create and we're able to build these relationships and friendships where it's like pure, like from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? So being able to tap into that mentally helps a lot. And it got me excited for 2022, but also got me excited for 2023, just because I know what we have in store for the next year. So I can say that. Like, bro.
With 2022, right? And I'm saying you can't say Renaissance because we know that's like, we know Beyonce album is here. What was one of your favorite albums from 2022 besides Beyonce's Renaissance?
I'm not gonna lie, I like Gunna's album. I like DS4.
Me? Yo.
Hard. I can't.
Still play to this day. Still.
Gunna's was very good. Gunna's was good.
Still.
I'm gonna ask you this too, Derek. Okay, so we do have a lot of artists that come through Media Girls Network because we're plugged in with everyone. So this is your time to go ahead and follow Derek right now.
Yep.
What is one thing that you look for in a new artist? Because everybody rapping right now, and who's to say they not good? They good. Some people come up with a hit and they whack, and it's like, well, shoot, they good. So what do you look for in an up and coming artist?
That's a good question. Charisma and a distinct voice.
Okay.
And work ethic. Like that's my three right now. Like somebody who takes their craft serious, who has a voice that stands out so they can't really be compared to anybody else, and that charisma. Like when they come into the room, it's just a star power. I feel like we're missing that in music that we used to have back in the day. Is like the superstars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's really what I'm looking for. Like somebody that separates himself from everybody else. So, you know,
I'm taking notes because I'm trying to drop an album in 2023. I'm trying to drop an album.
I was like, okay,
Derek,
different about my voice. Okay, I'm gonna work on it. I can make it charisma.
I think I'm a star.
If I need,
so,
Nah, y'all are stars. Everybody's a star. It's just
no, I'm a superstar.
Yo, Derek, call me when you work with Burna Boy, okay?
Oh my God.
Let's manifest.
Yo,
that's
and if it manifests and it came true, you're gonna be like, yo, who that girl that was on Media Girls Network? I will catch the next flight. Derek, one thing I want to bring up too, what are you looking forward to? I know a lot of people now is not doing New Year's resolution. It's like whatever it is, but tell us at least one thing that you are looking forward to in 2023 and outside of music. Let's talk about like your personal development.
I'm looking for investments. It's a lot of things I've been looking into. I think early on I was doing like more fun stuff, and now that I'm about to be 30 soon, I'm focused more on the business side of it.
You only 29?
Yeah, I just turned 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I see you, Derek. Investments is important. Everybody, it's been a lot of layoffs. Tomorrow ain't promised, so make sure you stack in that money, okay? Yeah. I hear that.
But yeah, that's something I'm looking forward into. I've been studying a lot of things like with ATM machines and like different small stuff, parking lot, stuff that's not where you don't got to work too hard, but once you figure it out, it's kind of there when it presents itself. So just kind of just thinking a little bit smarter, and not working, harder, just focused on the bigger picture and being a businessman more than anything. I think that's what I'm more excited about 2023. Outside of the creative side is really focusing on becoming an executive. So.
Okay. Okay. So since Media Girls Network here, Derek, and since you love us so much, can you give us a little bit of an exclusive on an artist you're working with next year that you really can't say, but you want to say for us?
Oh yeah, Ciara.
Oh,
okay.
I think that's my favorite song that's about to come out is with Ciara. I ain't gonna lie.
I used to have the biggest Ciara poster in it went from my bedroom, it went to college, it went to my first apartment.
Big.
So I'm with when I'm on the first flight. I can carry bags. I'll separate.
Right. No, that's whatever. Big. A lot of people don't respect the people that came up for us. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might look at it and be like, "Oh, Ciara." No, see, that's the problem with this generation.
Put some respect on her name.
They gotta, gotta pay homage to the people before us. You know what I'm saying? Super excited about that, just because I just know she's a legend.
Yeah.
In my eye. You know what I'm saying? And so, and the record that we have is very nostalgic. It's different from everything else that she's been putting out. So I'm excited about that. Squeezed on it like last minute. We got on the project at the last minute, so excited about it.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm excited. Okay, so before we go, Derek, any encouraging words you want to give the people going into 2023? It doesn't have to be about music, just something that they can ride on with and make sure that their 2023 is even greater and better than their 2022.
Yes, focus on your network. Please understand that your relationships is everything in everything. Like, I can't stress it enough where like how just being a people person and just communication with people can just elevate every step in the way of your career, wherever you're doing. And it helps you with your net worth. At the end of the day, there's certain people who you can reach out to that's going to give you game, certain people you can reach out to that's going to give you opportunities, certain people to reach out to give you advice. So take advantage of all the people that you meet and don't take them for granted. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people who are placed on earth, you know what I'm saying, just to, that are there just to uplift and do certain things. So just really take advantage of like who you surround yourself with and protect your energy and make sure that you focus, you know what I'm saying? Put God first and really understand when you meet these people and you make these connections and you building your relationships is genuine because it's going to take you a long way. So that's what, like really.
They say be your network, be a network, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, now that we got a new relationship, Derek, don't be no stranger.
You don't know us now, Derek.
Derek, because I will put you on blast.
When you see us out and we like, hey, Derek, don't be like, no. You part of our network now.
And if I see an IG post with him and Burna Boy,
all right.
Listen, we pulling up to the Grammys. That's what happened. Right? When you hear us outside, like Derek said, don't act like you don't know us.
Don't gotta worry about that.
All right. Well, Derek, thank you so much for stopping by. It's truly been an honor. We pray that you have a prosperous 2023. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys have a great.
You got my album.
Into it.
I got you. Don't worry.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Yo,
I know. I'm just loving the energy of our guests tonight. Like,
right. Somebody said, "Are we singing?"
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just one.
Listen, the way some of the other singers are coming out, we are.
Right.
We can be tomorrow, okay? A little
right
with a TikTok dance. I'm gonna say it
right.
I mean, at least
shout out to DJ Era. Shout out to BWE Next. We love the conference.
The Black Women Expo.
Black Women Expo. We loved it. Thank you for having us. Who we got next? Y'all, we have so many people coming. We can't even really get into a whole bunch of stuff. Is Trey on?
Yeah, let's come on. Let's the media host, we did the producer and writer. Now let's bring up the guy who gets you the publicity. Trey!
Hey. How y'all doing?
Good.
Hey, look at him smiling. He's just so right. If anybody know Trey, and like I said, shout out to Jaleesa for making that connection. If you ever meet Trey, it's never no tooted up. It's never. If you see that smile on his face right now, it's the same smile that keep on going. So it's nothing but love when Trey always steps by, and he always look out for me. If he see me outside and it look like I can't get in, okay.
Be here with.
Right. We don't do lines, you know.
Right. Hello. It's the power of the relationship. I'm like, baby, hey Trey, and he do that finger. Come on, girl. And then you gotta look at the other person like, yeah, I told you I know people.
I know people. That's your favorite line, y'all. I know people.
But
Trey, can you hear us?
I've been enjoying you guys. It was great to hear from Anissa and Derek. I just got Derek as a client a week or two ago, and so things planned for 2023. So
we love it. You working, Trey? Trey be working.
I try.
Working.
I was gonna say, so I did want to go ahead and kind of give a little background of how I got here today. Is a very important aspect. A lot of people don't understand that where we are, we really have made it out the mud. A lot of the times, people see our physical today, but you know, they don't understand the internships, the rejection letters, the humbleness that we've had to go through, and which that 2022 has been probably the most humbling experience that I've gone through. Yeah. So yeah, you asked me some questions.
You're kind of frozen.
You sound like the rest of us just pour gasoline on 2022.
I see him. Trey, I want to ask you this question. And one thing that you touched on is the importance of internships, the importance of everything. What do you feel like in today's society? Nobody, you know, back in the days, people was working like dog slaves for free. But you know, in this generation, people getting money now.
Okay.
You know, now it's like, what can you do for me? Like, nobody wants to take the hard way. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about in today's media entertainment about that? Do you feel like now there's no need to go through the internships, the freeness, like people is just ready to make some money now? Like, how do you feel about that?
So with that, I'm glad you asked that. So that's part of the humble part. I started my first internship at Savannah State. I was part of an organization there, and one of the alumni there was seeing me. I think I was like a secretary at the time, and of course more than what my role was at that time. And he pulled me to the side. He was like, "Hey, how about you do an internship with me as a junior publicist?" I had no idea what it was at the time, mind you. Back in high school, one of my friends' moms, they told me, they kind of manifested it then. They were a girl group, and so I helped with their social media image. Y'all hear me?
We can say Freshie in the building.
Yeah. Shout out to Freshie. Hey.
She manifested it then, but it didn't necessarily register at the time. So fast forward to college, I did the internship, and everything completely made sense. And so with that, there as an intern, a lot of the in this type of industry is not always paid, and that's okay because it'll come later on. And so the knowledge that we gain, you have to be a sponge. You have to be super humble because there's times where you may be toting bags, you may be fixing somebody's dress, you just never know, running errands, you may be coming out of your pocket yourself. But in due time, in due season, that harvest, it comes, like it just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming. I would say today, I've never had to market or advertise myself because of that humbleness. I get phone calls and the text messages and the emails like it's nothing. I can literally just pinpoint yes, no, because I've been a humble person. And so, God, he didn't he didn't skip over.
He definitely looked out. So now that you're definitely, I mean, you can't go nowhere and don't see Trey, okay?
Thanks to Freshie.
Shout out to Freshie. And how important do you think it is to have people like Freshie, mentors and stuff in this industry? And what would you say as a mentor you give to people coming up in this industry? Because it is all about, like, once it comes to you, it's really about giving back, and that's how you keep the good karma going. And so
for me, I think I've had to step back and understand the importance of the relationships that I've been blessed to have. People like Freshie or Cloth or Dominique, Lissa. A lot of those people have like literally poured so much into me that whether I got paid today, tomorrow, or never, what they poured into me, it goes way beyond that. And I think the generations before, after, and during, I think a lot of us need to go back to what an internship really is and go back to that foundation of why you're even doing an internship. I think a lot of people, even when I was in school, they were just doing like paper. And so as they graduated, they're still not in their career. Internship would get you that higher before you even graduate, or if you even graduate. So I think just understanding the basics of what the internship is, having a goal list with that internship, and going above and beyond what that internship requires.
Absolutely. I think people forgetting that. They forgetting that. And I know sometimes, like I said, it's hard. And like I said, we in a get money era now. You got 18-year-olds making more money than me, okay?
Right.
So I understand that people just like, girl, you got people just like you got to audition for them now. Like, damn.
And another thing is you have to have more than one hustle. See, I'm so behind the scenes. A lot of people don't really understand what it is I do or why I'm even around at times. But I'm a creative director. I'm a photographer. I do styling behind the scenes. But 2023, you're going to see it all.
Oh.
You're going to see it all. Dojo, I've been doing a lot of different things with her. My client, Lil Germ in Miami, I completely did a whole new wardrobe change. Image consulting, everything, media training. We did artist development. So it's so many different aspects. I love you too, Fresh. There's so many different aspects to who I am as a creative. And so once you get into the industry, you definitely have to understand that you cannot box yourself because it's already a box there for you. You know what I mean? So I tap fully into my creative zone.
Another question I want to ask before we wrap up. Ella, you have something?
I was just gonna ask really quickly because I know Trey, you talked about being humble in this industry, but then also wearing multiple hats and having your hand in multiple things. So do you have any advice for anyone who is like, I feel like I need to start over.
Mhm.
I need to start at the bottom and put my hand in different things. Like, what advice do you give to people
I
who
would
are trying to
say
start over now?
anyone that's in that state of mind, as you're starting over or wherever you are, you have to pray. You have to go to your quiet place and actually pray to know what it is that your purpose is. I think a lot of people, we get into those points because we don't fully understand our purpose. And so to pray, go into a praise and worship and start meditating and cleansing our minds and our soul and everything. And then from there, writing down those goals and actually like visualizing those things that we are starting over for. Because we skip those steps sometimes. And God, He also said you can be specific in your prayers and the things the desires that you want from Him. So once we get to that manifestation and just staying focused. So if you have that start over, now I have to focus and have a plan to reach those goals and the bigger vision of things. So just staying focused, tunnel vision. That means cutting people off. It may hurt, but if you pray for it and God starts removing people, don't force that relationship back. Because we often do that. And just really staying humble. Humble experience, especially as you're an entrepreneur, you never know where that help may come from. Especially if you're used to getting help from people and you're used to being so independent. So you definitely have to understand how to be a receiving person as well, because sometimes that is our biggest things. We ask God for this and that, but we don't like where it's coming from. But God will make your enemies your footstool. So that's another. You can't put your mouth on people because you never know how that may circle back around. And if God said He's going to make my enemy my footstool, I'm going to make sure that I honor that person and make sure that they're at the highest part, because they're going to bring that back around to me. And
right.
That's it. See, I right out of my prayer journal.
That's the word. I have one thing before you go, because I know we crunch on time. Freshie, I watch your lives all the time, and Freshie always drop gems, right? Yeah. One thing that he mentioned before was, if there's a new client, don't rely on me. But people look at publicists like, make me hot. You know what I'm saying? What can you do for me? And Freshie always be like, look, it's all up to you. Like, I could point you into stuff, but it's all up to you.
Yeah.
So my question for you is, what do you look for in a new client, or what determines for you to work with a new client, especially not someone that's already popping, somebody who's really coming up in the game? And of course they're gonna pay you, but we talking about what make you say no and what make you say yes.
This is a great question, because Freshie actually gets on to me about this, because I don't mind, going in the mud with certain clients, but I have had very tough learning experiences with that. When it comes to working with certain clients, they have to have the budget, because if I have to hire a team or be that team until you have a team, that it has to be something I have to be able to work with. But
if they have the budget, they have it.
That's the first part. But I really pray on it. If I don't see the vision, it just isn't for me. God has been able to really bless me to be able to say no, and have mentors around me like Freshie and Cloth to be able to tell me or direct me when it comes to, Trey, you sure you want to work with this person? So that's something I'm actually still going through. But they have to have the talent. They have to have the it factor already coming into the game. Whether it's a visible it factor in the sense of following, or just themselves. What is their presence like when they're talking to me? What is their sounding like? What is their art looking like? What is it about them that is going to be unique organically unique that I could sell in the media.
Got you. Well, I'm gonna let you know, Trey and Jaleesa, I got 3,000 followers, but baby, I am that girl. I am that girl.
I literally was about to be like, well, Trey, you see me work firsthand, so
I am that girl.
Look, what's it giving? What is it giving?
Listen, the way we have tried to put ourselves on tonight,
is giving your work with a carrot, okay? Like,
April, she came.
We're gonna talk about the budget, but I am that girl.
Okay, but listen, the energy and the aura is there, okay?
Yes. I was gonna say, my friend said compatibility, that is so true. But as far as working, I did get to see April come into a last minute call. It was literally, I probably called like 2 hours in advance. Hey, I need to do an interview. Collision, he has a private jet. I'm gonna send over the EPK. Here we go. She came, she did it, and it was like she had this in to go, you know. So I love you, ladies. I love Media Girls Network. I love you, Jalissa. I'm so proud of all of you and all the things that you're doing. I see great things for 2023. Keep working, keep grinding, keep staying humble, keep, just staying a blessed person. Live with love, grace, and mercy. It'll get you so far.
Trey, love you. We absolutely adore you. We wish you nothing but success in 2023. And listen, if you see us in some lines, don't we know people, but thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank y'all.
Okay, cheers. Oh, but
come on.
I couldn't get the
right. Thank you, Trey.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Right. Yo, we see people in the comments buying badges. Okay, shout out to is it Chameleon? Shout out to you. She bought a badge. Yes, sir.
Listen, I want to say first, because I have to go, ladies, but I want to say Trey's live to me probably spoke the most. I know that a lot of us are in transition, especially in this media industry, and him saying about the whole part about being humble and working hard and understanding, listen, I know everybody wants to get paid, but understand that there's going to be opportunities that come that change your life, and there's no monetary attachment to it. So him speaking on that, talking about putting God first, being mindful of the company that you keep, walking in God's purpose for you, not what you want to do, but what God is telling you that you have to do. And I know a lot of us, we get there, we like, okay, but why, God? But we got to stop that. Everything is aligning for us. Everything is working out for us. And I also want to, seeing Freshie on here and Trey and them give each other their props and their flowers. I want to give flowers to our girl, Jaleesa, because
I was just about to do that.
I don't think people really understand what it takes to build a network like this. For her to do all of the legwork behind the scenes to build this network, and then to give women and men the opportunity to live out their dreams. So Jaleesa, I know you're on here. I know you see us. We love you. We absolutely adore you. We're very grateful for you. We want to give you your flowers. And definitely wish you much success in 2023. We're coming with you. Okay, you're not leaving us behind. Okay,
you
love you.
Can't get rid of me, girl. You can't get rid of me.
Shout out to Rashay. Rashay, what's up, girl? Rashay, Miss Media. Okay, don't play with her.
Miss Media Queen.
Her book and her spices.
Right, and make sure you cop that the business funding book that she just released as well. I'm definitely making my purchase as well, y'all. One thing that I told Rashay too is I don't downplay what I do, but I downplay myself as a business woman. Sometimes I think I look at myself as, oh, well, I'm just a host. All I do is media, but there's so many media women that's around me as Jaleesa. You got Rashay. You have other people out there who is treating, who we looked at, Jamel Hill? Jamel Hill, where she's like, no, you are a businesswoman first. Then you are a media host or radio personality, right? So pretty much, Rashay, I just want to thank you too as well, Jaleesa as well, for speaking light into me as a businesswoman and knowing that, hey, if this is what you want to do, you have to treat this like a business. You have to handle it like a business. And also, you still have to remain humble, of course, but still, you are a businesswoman first, honey. So I will be securing my book, honey. I need the fundings because, baby, these outfits ain't cheap.
Hey, I'm tired.
These lashes ain't cheap.
And not, listen, I need tax write-offs. I need all of that. So shout out to y'all. Definitely. Ladies, I'm going to do a last cheers with you guys. I can't wait to see the rest of the show. I'm super grateful for you both. Chanel, I know, listen, you know how we come in 2023. They ain't even ready, and I know, Ellery, I don't know if you know whatever already, but I'm grateful for you and the opportunity again that you're about to provide me with, and I can't wait for that. And I'm super excited for all of y'all. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to Media Girls Network. And I will definitely be seeing y'all in 2023. I love you all. Look.
Oh. And that's how we come. We love you, April. Thank you so much.
Love you.
Y'all, so moving right along, everybody, don't get it twisted. We still have so much in store, y'all. We have my girl, I believe Skylar and Jack they both coming up because I will be hopping off, guys, but I'm only hopping off temporarily. We do have a special guest. Hey, girl.
Hey.
Skylar. We do.
Are you going out again?
Off, and I will see y'all in a few minutes.
Okay.
I'm doing good.
How are you doing
see my little
tonight?
live, laugh, love moment.
Hi, I'm Jaleesa Raquel, and we just wrapped up an amazing women empowerment shoot. We call it the Crown Adjustment Shoot because this shoot was all about inspiring other Black queens like ourselves and uplifting each other. So make sure you guys adjust your crown and follow us at MediaGirlsNetwork.com.
strategist, and the new cast on Ready to Love.
It's happening.
And also we got the you Puerto Rican, you a Boricua, right?
Yo soy Boricua, yes. My dad is black. My
Baby, Baby, I'm a Brooklyn chick. I know all about the Boniquas. Okay?
Yes, we are in the building. I'm originally from Jersey, so my mom and dad, that's where they met. She was born in Jersey too, even though she's Puerto Rican, and my dad is black from Jersey, so that's where they met.
Yes, baby, we got you up in here. So, like you said, we okay with the cleanse, okay?
Yes, all right. It's a 2-day cleanse, nothing too crazy. I couldn't do 10. I couldn't do 2 weeks. I couldn't do 8. I already have a headache. I'm hungry.
Oh, wait. You doing no food?
No food. So we're doing juices, smoothies, and shots. You want to say hi? Let me let her say hi, y'all. You want to say hi? Come here.
Let's see.
I let her do her makeup with me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh, you look so pretty.
She picked out my outfit and everything. Y'all see, I got this fur coat on with my bra.
No, we love the chinchilla, honey. Okay. You got
yes,
baby. So Corvea, I just want to say I've met you a few times during Revolt.
Yeah.
And I want to say every time I did meet you, any questions I had, anything, you was definitely helpful. In that, man, always like, hey girl, the number we and I get the text messages from y'all.
You do?
Yeah.
I enjoy those. Do you enjoy them?
No, honestly, I do, because to me, one thing you said was actually text the number back.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
At first, I thought it was just, okay, they texting, but when you told me, yo, text it back, because we really looked at them. Oh, baby, y'all finna get my EPK. Y'all finna get, y'all want to know what I ate for Thanksgiving? I'm finna send y'all my plate.
Send me a picture of those leftovers. Let me see the outfit for New Year's Eve. I want to see all of it. So I have, it's me, we're a small team. I mean, not Revolt, but the people who are over, I would say, like audience development, audience growth, making sure that we make our audience feel good and know that we're family and we're here to tap in with them when they need resources, when they need help. We're a small team, but we care. You know what I'm saying? So we actually wanted to bring those photos of all the leftovers that you guys have sent us to social media. But we have a new social media director named Shauna. She's amazing. She's an Atlanta local. And she set a new boundary for her team. They don't work on holidays. In the past, we would work on holidays. And granted, it's not the best situation, but we go so hard at Revolt. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So she came in and she changed everything up. She said, no, we're not working on holidays. So we couldn't even bring those photos, those Thanksgiving leftover photos to social media that day. But I'll come up with something new for the new year.
Oh, how about New Year's? Show us them outfits.
The outfits, right?
That's what I was thinking. Outfits. Either the outfits or what are you doing? Whether you on the couch, whether you... Girl, I like this team already. Look at you trying to come up with ideas. Like, hold on. Girl, call me after the show, okay?
I got you. Okay, yes, send me ideas. We'll do it. I love it because a lot of people text us back. I mean, we have about almost 10,000 people that we reach out to via text. And what I love about it, especially when I'm strategizing, is I don't send one text to everybody. So I might pick a group of people, right, that I know are into fashion, or I know are cooking at home, or I know own a business, and I might send a specific text to them because I want it to feel like speaking directly to you. Mama, come on, you want to talk to them?
Oh, do y'all hear that Puerto Rican mama? Come on.
Giselle, come here, please.
Right.
Come here, please.
No. And honestly, I think the number one thing people don't realize, and this is with any business, it don't have to be with Revolt. You could open up a wing shop, like connecting with the people.
Right.
Is so important. And I think, like I said, I looked at the text before and I'm like, they just doing this to advertise. They don't care.
Yeah.
You know,
but you know what's so crazy? When we text, a lot of times we're not promoting anything.
Right.
It's like, what you doing? What's up? How you feeling today?
Right. Right. And that's what I said. When I mentioned you was like, no, text it back. I'm like, oh, so y'all for real. Like, this is for real. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that to the company. I think it's important. It's something that we used to do at CNN. Mm-hmm. And when I got the opportunity to use the platform, we pay for platforms like that to utilize their services. And when I knew we had the budget for it, I pushed for it because I know that
You know, in order for somebody to trust a brand, buy from a brand, watch our content, consume our content, trust us, believe us, you know what I'm saying? Use our resources. They got to feel good. They got to feel like we're in it for the long haul, like we have a relationship, and we really do. And even, I'm so lucky because even our CEO super supports the decisions I make, because he wants anything that makes Black men and women feel closer to us, he's in support of.
Yes, and I've watched a couple interviews with him. How is that to have a CEO that's actually in it, actually talking to his employees? He be around the block a lot. Like, talk about that relationship with the CEO.
You know, I feel so blessed. It's something that I don't want to let go. I think that it's a first for me. I mean, I've worked at amazing media companies. I've worked at the media giants. Before I was consulting, I was working at USA Today. It's very known. It's a legacy media company. You know, it adds to my credibility. It adds to my resume. But have I ever met the CEO of that company? Absolutely not. Was I ever going to? I don't know. It wasn't even on my goal, my checklist. I didn't feel like if I met the CEO, what were we going to talk about? You know, why? What are we going to have a conversation about? I was so, even though I was successful in my own right, I was so disconnected from leadership in that structure, because in media and legacy media companies, there's so many hoops and holes and things you got to get to and get through to really reach that leadership level. And I was 100% on my way, but what I've done in Revolt in a year, the impact I've made at Revolt in a year because of the relationships I have with certain executives and people like Latavio, has been more than I've done in 3, 4, 5 years at another company. So I know that I'm touching lives through the work that we're doing. I know that we're changing lives, we're changing perspectives, we're changing mindsets. And so it just feels like a little surreal. Like it's not real. Like, wait a minute, like, am I partying with my, you know, big boss? This is my big boss. This is not my like first boss, it's my big boss. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I really party with my big boss in Atlanta right now, and then we hopping on a Zoom meeting at 9 o'clock in the morning. It feels a little surreal, but I'm so grateful.
Right. And that's one thing I wanted to touch on that I see within the media. People talking about the difference between these major, like, white companies and working with a 100% Black owned media company. And you pretty much said it. Like, talk about the difference between the dynamic of the two.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to both. I never shy away when I'm mentoring women in journalism and media. And right now I have 3 mentees and we're wrapping up now that the new year is starting. But I never shy away from encouraging them to work for these corporations. You feel me? Because where I'm at right now is because of the experience I had at those places. Even through the challenges, even the hard parts, even, you know, being the only person of color or the woman of color in a room, being the only woman of color with these nails, with these hoops. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not always easy, especially having to sometimes have that pressure of like feeling like you got to prove that you're smart, you got to prove that you're educated, you got to prove that you bring great ideas to the table. And not only are you an ideas person, but you know how to execute as well. Like, give me the resources, I'm gonna get the plan together, the team together, and we're gonna go hard and we're gonna make it happen. I never shy away from encouraging them to have those experiences, because it really does add to like the amount of grit you have. And I think that especially in this day and age, a lot of young people, everything is so easily accessible to them. So, you know, I don't ever want to mentor somebody. Giselle, Mamacita, you can't be loud. I'm having a conversation. Thank you, baby.
Girls like music in my ears.
She said, she said, okay, Coco. But what I was saying was, you know, because everything is so easily accessible to the younger generation, which is a blessing, I want to make sure that the women that I mentor that are younger than me go through challenging experiences, be in rooms that you're uncomfortable in, be in places you've never been in before, so that you know what it means to work hard. You know what it means to have to push through something. Because if you're not pushing through something or you're not being challenged, you're too comfortable and you're not growing. You're not elevating. You're not really expanding as a person. So I never shy away from pushing them into those businesses. But I think that, here, babe. Thank you. Bring it to the kitchen for me. But I think that one of the best things that came from working for a huge white corporation versus, a small Black owned and operated company, and we're definitely growing. Speaking of Revolt, one of the beautiful things was being able to build and maintain relationships with people that didn't look like me and talk like me. I really enjoy that, y'all. I have a lot of great friends and colleagues who are white, Asian. They're maybe from the Latino community, but maybe they're Venezuelan. They're Black, but maybe they're from Senegal, or, some other continental country. And that's one of the gifts that I take away from working from those big corporations, because there's not too many of us there. So you know what I'm saying? You go to a table, a lunch table, and it's all, yellow lemons, and you're the two oranges. It's like, how are you not going to connect? You automatically have something in common. At the same time, you're forced to be around people that are different than you in terms of nationality, in terms of background, in terms of upbringing. You start seeing those people as humans. You have a lot in common with those people. As long as they treat me well and they respect me, I respect them back, and we find that we actually have a lot of commonalities, a lot of interest, and we build with each other and we learn from each other. I can't even, I wish I could show you on my fridge right now, but I have like 15 Christmas cards on my fridge right now from families, from women and men that I've worked with at these corporations, and I love it. I mean, it's something different. You know what I'm saying?
Love
it.
Love it. I love how you talked about just like your experience between the different
Oh, yeah.
styles of leadership, because that's a big deal. Like, people don't realize when it comes to work, how we interact with our leadership treats us. This is where we spend the most of our day and our
100%.
time. I don't want to hate it here all the
You know,
time.
I was at a job. I had one job that and I don't talk about this very much because I still am very close, with the people there. If not personally, at least professionally. These people are in my network. But I remember going to the bathroom and crying every day. And there was a woman that I was calling at the time. She was my mentor at the time. Her name was Monica. And she would always tell me, when you come to this, when you go to your job, until you figure out what's next, until God moves you, you have to know that you're going there, you're working for God. You're not like, it has to be something bigger. You got to be there for a bigger reason or a bigger purpose. It's not always easy. I didn't like the way that people treated me. And even though they didn't directly disrespect me, y'all know how it is with the shade and, the pettiness, and it was getting to me, y'all. I had to learn how to deal with that and navigate through that and still do my job and still come out on top as a professional woman that can handle myself correctly, because you already know what they were expecting of me. So it was really challenging. I remember crying every day, but if I had to do it again, I would. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely do it again. And I think that makes my experience at Revolt that much more better. I'm having a really great time.
Our job is our resource. It's the seed for what we're trying to do next. Now, I know we're running into a kind of short time, but you are taking a big swing from being the person that creates the culture and engaging with audience members and all those things to now.
It is.
It's getting real deep. So based on what you can tell us,
I'm ready, girl. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Or what happened? What can you tell us right now?
Yeah, this is going to be, everyone knows that I'm a career-driven woman. Everyone knows that I'm about my career. I'm about my money. I'm about my lifestyle. And I earn my living. I don't want to say the right way, right? Like what's right or wrong, but I earn my living in an honest way. I work really hard. I put in the work. And what I have is mine, right? But a lot of people don't know what my dating life is like. A lot of people can't even pinpoint my type. They don't even know what type of dudes I'm dating. They don't know what type of dates I'm going on. They have an idea, but I don't think people actually know. They don't know what I'm into. They don't know where my spirit is in terms of dating and love. And I think that Ready to Love and me being on this show and really bring my vulnerability to the show and dating on the show and walking into the show with an open mind, people are going to see a little glimpse, not everything, but they're going to see a little glimpse of who Corvea is personally in her love life, where she's at in her love life. And so I think that's going to be different for a lot of people. Shout out to everybody who started following me on the live. I can see that. That must be a new feature. I really appreciate y'all Y'all gonna see the personal side of me, okay?
I am so excited for this. I've been following you for a while. And so, like I said, to meet you in person at a remote event was a blessing. So when I seen the promotion, I said, I saw you over there trying to dance and stuff. I said, baby, I love getting to know people. So we will be tuning in on OWN TV.
Yes, on so the premiere is next Friday, January 6th, and the new episode is gonna come every Friday after that for about 10 weeks. So y'all gotta follow me on the journey and see which one of those men fell in love with me.
Are you having a watch party, right?
Yeah, so baby, can I talk? You wanna say something? All right, so be quiet, please. What's up, y'all?
Hi.
No, so I'm having a watch party in Orlando, January 6th for the first episode. You gotta celebrate who you started with. So my parents are in Orlando. I'm gonna celebrate with them, even though I'm based in Miami and filmed in Miami. For episode 2 and 3, I'm gonna bring myself to Miami. And then for episode 3, Atlanta. So I have to hit all of y'all up and we'll tap in and we'll do a watch party.
Tell me about the one in Atlanta. I'll be there, girl.
Yes. It's gonna be a movie. Oh, thank you, Mama.
Yes, Correa, thank you so much,
ladies,
for coming in, bringing that fierceness, that fire. I can't wait to see this different side of you. What you looking forward to in 2022? Any encouraging words?
2022, start now. Start now. You don't have to start to the first. Wait. Cállate, por favor.
Oh, I know that one. Cállate.
But in that year, you don't have to start. You don't have to start on the first or the second or the third. Start now, and when you fall off, get back on. I think real ones, we might fall off, but we never fall back too hard to where we never could get back up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want anybody to have these resolutions that they're discouraged by after a week of not doing it, or they want to start on the first, but they don't. Just pick yourself up and keep going.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Do it now.
Say bye.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
Yo. Ooh, lovely. I like that. Yo, back then, that's the only Spanish word I knew. I used to be like, cállate.
Same. My teacher spoke Spanish, and that was the one. We knew when we heard that what that meant.
Yo, we have another guest. Y'all, we have 3 more people, y'all. So hang in there. We are about to wrap up probably within 30 minutes. But we have Ruben.
Say it again, Chanel.
Ruben.
Okay.
Correa put something over me. That Ruben. We have Ruben next. Let's see if he is on.
Let's see. There. I think he's coming on now.
See, I like this. That Ruben. These people just been coming in. Right. Y'all, we got podcast artist, QC official DJ Ruben Woods. What's going on? We're good,
what's up, man?
Yo, every time I see Ruben, I'm just
get out with us.
Ruben, one thing I want to ask you, when I first started to get to know who Ruben was, I always heard the name, but never knew. Nobody could point and be like, "Oh, that's Ruben." It's like a thief in the night, like a James St. Patrick or something. Who is Ghost? Okay, people want to know who Ghost is. That's how I felt about Ruben till finally somebody was like, "Yo, this Ruben," and I'm like, "Oh snap!" So Ruben, one thing I want to ask you, when we want to jump into, is how do you remain? It's like you are behind the scene, but on the scene, you're everywhere. So how do you definitely stay relevant in what you got going on, being a behind the scene person? Well, to me, you behind the scene because you real quiet. You don't say too much. You pop in, pop out, keep it moving. But yet you have such an impact in this media industry. People know you. People, contact you, hit up certain stuff. So how do you stay relevant but being low key?
I mean, really, I feel like the most important part of staying relevant is probably my connections, my relationships with people that I've built over the years. So pretty much every publicist I know. And if I don't know them, I probably either know of them or they know of me. So being in the industry for like over 10 years now, it kind of just comes now. Just be like, we want you to come here. We got this event going on. If I got the opportunity to make it, I definitely pop out.
Yeah, he said 10 years. You can even ask me how many years. That's what I'm saying. Like, like 10. I thought he was gonna say 5, 3 years, 10 years in the game. That's crazy, right? So talk about your 2022 year. Like, what has been the most uplifting, and what was a time where you like, yo, I don't think I'm gonna make this year. It's looking crazy.
I would probably say like the most uplifting was probably being able to attend every event that I actually wanted to attend for 2022, from the Grammys to the BET Awards,
Grammys,
and the list goes on. Yeah, and I would probably say the most probably dysfunctional time period or just kind of hiccup was really the situation that happened with QC Artists Takeoff, because we had just got done doing the listening party in Atlanta and everything, and I was, a part of that, doing the marketing and everything with Two Official. Shout out to Official. But yeah, that was probably it for me.
And I definitely want to say thank you, because you actually invited me personally to the event. Like, he told me about it. So that was the last time maybe most of us seen Takeoff. It was like, a couple weeks. It was like, I don't think it was 2 weeks. So I just want to say thank you for inviting me in that space. And people don't realize how important these events leave impacts, And so thank you, Ruben, for inviting me to that. And Media Girls Network was in the building.
Yeah,
right. Sure, so what do you have coming for next year?
Realistically, man, I got an album just getting ready to drop.
Wait,
so I guess a lot of people don't know. But I started out as an artist. I started out as an album.
Right. If you didn't hear earlier, we rap and sing too. So if you need some,
y'all gonna hop on the album.
You just need the talking part in there. That's what we do. Gift of gab over here. Okay. So
okay. All right.
Did he not tell us the artist? You can't say? Oh.
It's me.
Oh. Because I know Ruben worked with other artists. I'm thinking he about to produce or something.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, yeah, I produce too, but I produce majority of my album, except for my boy out of Philly, Phil. That's the only other producer on this entire project, but I do have a lot of major artists features. A lot. Y'all know who they are. So when the names drop, the track list dropping, all that, you'll see. Yeah, basically, and I'm just focused on that and just expanding my own brand for 2023.
That's why I said, like, you a ghost. He over here album, like, but I'm now learning things like, wait, you gotta see. That's what I'm saying. Like, to know Ruben, you really gotta be up in his business or something, because baby, unless he pop out, you would never know Ruben. So definitely out there, like I said, you a man that wear. I know we're a little bit behind time, but you a man that wear many hats. So what is one thing that you encourage people out there who are like you? Let's say they're behind the scene, but they want to be out a little bit more. So what encouraging words would you give to them?
Really stay consistent, but first and foremost, do research, because I feel like a lot of times, on the media side, like, we kind of set ourselves behind because we don't do enough research, because everything is always changing. We got so many different apps, so many different platforms. We can get paid now to do podcasting. on AMP. You know, you got so many other opportunities. So just do research. There's money out there. It's ways for us to monetize our brands and our platforms. And it's also, you know, more opportunities for us all to coexist. You know, ain't nobody got to worry about the next man or woman even. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So, yeah.
Well, go ahead, Hillary.
No, I was gonna say, I think that that's perfect advice, and I think that's a trend on what we've been hearing all night. So for 2023, we know that your network is your net worth, and to please do your research. Like at minimum, show up knowing what you're talking about,
Right.
and at least know who you're talking to. So because we've seen, I mean, ABC just messed up the other day, so you know you got to know who you're talking about.
Embarrassing. But Ruben, thank you so much. I definitely look forward to seeing you and working with you next year. It's always been a pleasure. And you always know you got a spot with Media Girls Network. He always laughing. Something always funny.
Hold on. When is the album dropping? When's the album dropping? So we know.
It dropped January 27, 2023. I'm gonna invite all of y'all to the listening event in Atlanta, and then I'm also doing another listening event for Grammys and then one for Super Bowl in Phoenix. So,
oh yeah, well we're in there, and if you need any last minute features, you know, all right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope that you have a great new year. And we look forward to everything that you do next year.
All right, so too, man. Take care. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Bye. All right. So we're going to keep it moving with our guests. We have 2 more. So y'all just stick it out with us. We know it's been getting some gems, been dropping and everything. So just stick it out with us, y'all.
Excited about this next year. Wait, we got to do it with Niche, baby. We got to do it. As soon as she come on, we about to drop it.
I can't even get it up. Oh my goodness.
And thank you for the 2,000 viewers. We got 2,100. Y'all already know the game. Follow me at I am Chanel Simone. You actually could click and follow me. Oh my, there you go. Hold on, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Y'all better come get one of these.
Y'all better come and get you one of these. Becky, let me tell you something. That is my new favorite line.
Really?
Yeah, like any dude I talk to, you better come and get you one of these.
I know, right?
Everything. It goes everything. It doesn't matter. Food, work. Listen, you better come over here and get you one of these. Okay.
Yeah. So, Niche, thank you so much for joining Media Girls Network.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, like when we was asked who should we bring on the show, your name was definitely brought up in the room.
Oh,
like y'all, we gotta have her on here. Let's just jump into it. Talk about that day you went up in that store. Where was she at? Hold on. Where she go? Hold on. Wait, who's frozen?
You can hear us.
No, I don't even see.
Niche is on my side. Yeah, she's frozen on mine, and I see you.
Yeah, hold on, y'all. We having a little technical difficulties. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, wow. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, you back. You back.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you, but okay, there
we back. Yeah, I'm gonna just jump into it. Talk about the moment you was. I don't know what store you was at, right? Like, talk about the moment. No, but no, that's where she got the. Wait, did you get the salad and he recorded you there, or you went somewhere else after you?
No, I went there, and I don't know what's going on.
We can hear you.
Okay, there I go. Yeah, I happened to get off work and went there to get a salad.
How did he end up recording you? You must have said something funny for him to start recording.
Well, the thing is, I tell people, like, you gotta get to know me. Like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm naturally funny. Like, I'm the person who, when I go to the parties, I crack everybody up. So that day, I had just got off work, like I stated previously, but he just was like, once he made the salad, he was like, Nisha, let's do a TikTok. And I was like, okay, whatever. I did not expect any like, oh my God.
To the moon.
You gotta think, I was viral and didn't know. Yeah, people were sending me the video and I would be like, stop sending me videos. I don't be on TikTok. And then my daughter is the one who told me, like, Ma, you viral. And I was like, oh, shoot.
So how has the video changed your life since it's gone viral?
It's open. First off,
we was gonna get into
Weight
that. Trust me, we was about to get into that.
It's opened up so many doors, especially being able to travel now, because I don't travel. So for people to want me to come to their restaurant and try their food and give it a review and pay me,
wow,
right,
I'll take it.
Right, baby.
Travel and eat. That's the life.
That is the life. Yeah. And I want to get into it. How was that moment? Like you said, you went viral, right? So now you got people DMing you. So like you said, you always been funny, but now you're switching to businesswoman mode, Not saying, like, how was the transition from, like, I just came off work now to being viral? And a lot of people can't handle it because they don't know what to do. People come at them. So talk about the transition where you had to really put this businesswoman hat on.
The first couple of weeks, once I found out, was horrible. I was like, take it away, because people was taking me out, and I'm just like, I don't want the fame. I don't want none of that. And it took for my TikTok followers and a lot of celebrities to encourage me, like, hey, don't read them comments. Keep going. We got your back. So it was a lot. It was a lot to deal with. I'm not gonna oh my God. I literally was in here looking like Usher sliding down the wall crying. Because I'm like, what do y'all want me to do? Like, I didn't ask for this. And then one day I just was like, girl, you don't even know them.
Yeah.
Go on and make your coins. You able to get some coins for this.
Right. What was the first booking you had? The first booking, paid booking. Let me say that.
Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
Or like from a Weight Watchers.
Yeah. My first paid one was Weight Watchers. Yeah.
Get that coin.
And I'm happy to talk about that because the fame, everybody wants to go viral. Everybody wants that 15 minutes, and nobody ever really talks about how intimidating it can be in the beginning. So what was that moment like when Weight Watchers were like, but we want you, despite what all the haters are saying, we want you? What was that moment like for you?
It was so funny because when I got the email and I was like, bam, someone from Weight Watchers is emailing me asking me, do I want to work with them? And then I was like, okay, well, whatever. So we emailed a few times. And so they was just basically like, we don't want your sound. We just want you, and we want the recipe to your salad. And I was just like, okay, well, whatever. So in my head, honestly, I'm like, I'm cool with $2,000. Yeah.
How many zeros can you tell us? Was there one?
I'm gonna just be quiet because I still live in the hood. So, but girl, I was in a car with my daughter and my friend, and my email came through, and I was just like, I bust out crying, like, what the fuck? Excuse my language, but I was like, do you see this? And then, like, after I did my signing and stuff, they was like, oh, we need you here Sunday, and it was Friday, and I'm like, "Ooh, I still work." Like, I don't think but girl, I didn't give a damn. I was like, okay.
Right. Gone.
Come on.
What?
And so it's awesome because even though I did that with them, they always say, like, obviously we want to still work with you. So
right.
I love Weight Watchers.
The Weight Watchers. Can we just touch on real quick? Just you went viral on another instance where people had your back with Google, right? So how was that experience with Google? Because they really tried you. First of all, was the number real? Was that a real?
That number is real. And it's so funny because I
know.
Yeah,
you
that
looked at
number
that
was
thing
real.
like.
And how it originated, I don't want to be anywho, yeah, I was just like, no. And then once I start receiving the emails, I'm like, fuck no. Yeah. I know I'm from the hood. I probably ain't, like super good with the numbers,
Right,
like
baby,
they
I
are.
know what money look like, and I know this ain't
exactly. And the fact that everybody was using my sound and they're still using it, no. So you telling me if I give you this for 500, then 1,000, I can't use my sound again? Something that I naturally say, no. And it's funny because I don't even talk about that situation anymore. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, no. So, and then once I start seeing like a lot of Black creators saying that they get lowballed by these mega million
but they
companies,
still want our sound.
No.
See that?
No.
Right.
Yeah. No. So yeah, like, I'm just glad that I was smart. I'm not gonna lie to you. Once they didn't go over 2,000, but once they kept, I was broke, So I'm like, my furnace had just went out, and I was like, nope.
Oh, that's a big bill too.
Nope.
Yeah,
not gonna do it.
Got
So
you. Well,
yeah.
First of all, I just had to speak from the source. Was the number true? You said it was true. Google, you really try to play her. Get out of it. Got receipts. Shout out to the Weight Watchers coming through. I don't know if any ladies have any other questions.
I mean, my question was just kind of thinking about what happened with Google going into 2023. What advice do you have for other creatives, especially our Black creatives? Because we do hear a lot, especially from TikTok, about being lowballed or being shadow banned, and they're always stealing our style, our dances, and everything. So what advice do you have for creatives for 2023?
The advice I have: know your worth. Stand on your price. I'm new to this. This is an overnight thing, but I know my worth, and I know what my sound can do. And I know I don't want to sound cocky, but I know like a lot of people trust me to, let them know, hey, y'all better come get one of these. Because even with the CMOS video, I mean, CMOS isn't good naturally, but she watches hers with lemons. And like a lot of people dragged it, but it's made $15,000 in 24 hours. So, like, right, so it's just like, know your worth, stand on it. And, oh my God, I just lost I had COVID last year, so my memory kind of like, just know your worth, stand on your price, and learn to say no. You do not have to say yes to everything. And I learned that the first month of me being viral because I overworked myself. I still had a job, and I'm telling all these people, okay, I'll do. And then I'm like, no, I can't. I'm tired.
Well, baby, Niche, thank you so much. And I can't go nowhere without doing this. Okay. I can't. Y'all, even for Thanksgiving, my aunt,
I said somebody screenshot this first. Come on, y'all.
Oh yeah, who gonna screenshot it? Jilly's to screenshot it. It's to the point where my auntie over here talking about it's a chicken. I'm like, girl, get out of here! Like, you think you cool? Thank you so much for joining. You definitely joined the best sisterhood out here, Media Girls Network. We support you, we love you, and we can't wait to see what you have in store for next year. So it's
I
right.
can't wait either. Oh
Thank
my
you,
God.
love. Oh, wait. She said do it again. Wait. She
so
said do it
much for
one more
having
time.
me.
Ready? And
Ready?
Right.
That is so
Let me
funny.
see
Like
the emoji.
I just saw that. Oh, I know we gotta go.
Mhm.
Oh my God, Tabitha. She did it last night, and I was just
Right.
like, Jesus.
Oh, that's
It's almost January, and I'm so grateful that people still, my daughter is on this
Lord
lab asking,
Jesus.
do I got
Oh, that's who that. Mama, do you got Zell? Right. Shout out to Def Jam in the building. See, look at that. You never know who watching here on Media Girls Network. Shout out to Def.
exactly.
I know. I seen DJ Chose. I was like, I be trying to twerk to your song. That one
What's up?
song, What's Up, Bree? What's up, P? Like, I was like, oh my God. I
Well,
was not doing a reality show with somebody. So they
we
get to
got
know me.
Corvea who's still on live from Revolt Summit. So baby, you like
She's
we
so
said, you never know
beautiful.
who's watching here. So baby, they might be reaching out. So you right.
Tell Snap.
You gonna be on the next
Yes,
Revolt
take
Summit,
me.
baby, doing something. So
Take me. I'm losing weight.
Right.
Everything. Take me. What you want from me? What you really want from a sister? I hope you queens
Thank you,
have a blessed
babe.
night. Thank you so much for having me.
Bye.
Appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.
So sweet. Y'all, so sweet. So like I said, Def Jam was in the building. Corvea Revolt was in the building. Yeah, y'all better go ahead and get you one of these. Y'all better book my girl.
It's hilarious. I would watch her on TV, like for real. I would watch.
I definitely would
It's a
too.
chicken salad. Y'all, so we have the final guest of the night, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm Team Mermaid Gang. Okay. We got Team.
Oh, wow. That was quick. I didn't know it was gonna.
Quick.
Oh.
It's been popping up real quick.
Baby, we got the one and only.
That was quick. I ain't gonna lie, that was quick. Okay.
Well,
cool.
let's see. If you,
Hold on.
Hi, I'm Julissa Raquel, and we just wrapped up an amazing women empowerment shoot. We call it the Crown Adjustment Shoot because this shoot was all about inspiring other Black queens like ourselves and uplifting each other. So make sure you guys adjust your crown and follow us at MediaGirlsNetwork.com.
Welcome to the Media Girls Network!
You are now listening to CTR Media Network.
What up, family? CTR Media Network. Yeah. Best in the biz. Yeah. Join the team. CTR is who we are. The Media Network. That's the best by far. Whether you listen at your home, at your job, in your car.
This is Alethea Tucker. I should say Dr. Alethea Tucker, and she is a lesson of the podcast on CTR Media Network.
That's me. I'm so happy to be here. Thanks to her, my podcast.
We got it. Reaching 350 million. They tuning in. We in 50 different countries. We all can. And like minded, find your purpose in your assignment. Come get your fix, your feel, your mental alignment. Get active and speak to the masses. Build.
All you gotta do is really manifest, pray, and put the work in, and it's gonna come. And I'm a prime example of that. Like this year, I started off. Well, last year I started off December. I did a little run in New York, and they were asking me like, what do you see yourself doing 2022? And I just said tour. I kept saying that. So January, my team like, you gonna go on tour with Lotto. So then we announced it in February, I believe, and that jumped the year off for 2022. I gained hella more supporters, gained way more better stage presence. Like it's just a dope experience, and I feel like that kind of like shaped the year, because after I got off tour, I was booked like crazy. I was just doing shows. Really, the South, not really North, like Florida, a lot of Georgia, the Carolinas, Tennessee, and then moving forward to summertime, and like right after summer, I was doing homecomings, which was pretty dope. This is my first year actually doing homecomings, so that was super dope.
I would
say the best one was Tennessee
shout out to
State.
my girl Ratanja. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Tom. Period. So, yeah, Tom's been with me. Shout out to Tom. You are nothing without your team, honey. I'm gonna say that too before I continue. But yeah. So moving forward, I did the college stuff, and then I just was in the studio. I was locking in. I was just locking in. And then moving forward now, I just dropped my new single, Mini Me. So really, I wasn't even expecting it to be as crazy as it's going right now. I really was just dropping something, like, for real. I was like, the CEO of the label was like, let's shoot a video, all this. And he brought some ideas. I brought some ideas. We shot it with this guy named Timothy Lenz, and it was up, like, and it's going crazy. Like, it's going crazy right now. So I'm just excited about 2023.
One thing that you said was, you said the South is messing with you heavy, right? So I know people tend to be comfortable of where they're comfortable at. So how important for you is to still gain that respect or gain that audience up north or the West Coast? Like, are you still pushing for that agenda still?
Yeah, because I've never gotten this to be regular. Like, everything is big. Like, I'm trying to go global. Like, and it's bigger than just me getting on the mic. It's more so of the message that I have to give to the world, and my individuality that I have, that I know ain't nobody humbly can touch. So it's like, it's cool. It's very cool to have this momentum from the South, especially the South Side, because I'm from Clayton County in Atlanta, and I just did my first headline show on the South Side. It was sold out. But yeah, so we trying to do this thing global, man. It's bigger than me. So.
For real. Oh, go on, Ellery or Jackie.
I just wanted to know, like, have you always known you wanted to do music? Is that something you knew, like, out the gate, this is what I want to do?
No, I didn't. So so it's crazy. I say professionally, I've been doing music almost 3 years. Like, it's really close to 3 years. But period, I've been rapping, just like invested in myself, maybe like 5 years. I've always been musically inclined. Like, every time I went through something, I just turn on the song. Let me turn on the song. But I'm like real R&B savvy. Like, I grew up on neo soul. My mom sings very well. So, like, just imagine waking up in the morning, your mom singing Erykah Badu. You know what I'm saying? My dad worked on video, so I've always been super passionate about music, but it just happened to me. I went through a breakup, and the person I was dating was an artist. And I used to go to the studio and I'm like, damn, this shit is so cool. And then my brother was doing beats, and he just was sitting up to me, and he like, try it out. So, I've always been good with my pen too. So I just started doing the voice memo, recording myself, and since then it's been up. But with purpose, it just find you. You don't find it.
Got you. Let me see. Actually, it looked like you breaking up just a little bit. We heard everything you said, but it was just a little.
But yeah,
am I staticky now? Is it better now?
It's better now. It's better now. One thing I had to ask as well, and you probably get this question often, is how do you feel about the dynamic of female rap? Now it's like we see a lot of new and upcoming rappers, which we love, because we tend to compare things to back in the days, the MC like the Missy Elliott. It was so much unity and all this other things, but now we're just seeing just women going against each other, things like that. How important to you is to have that boundaries or have that respect coming up working with other female rappers?
I think I would want that, but actually being here, a lot of women aren't really like open. A lot of women, some are like Lotto, Cali. Like I have a few girls that's in the industry that's cool, but a lot of them kind of like, they not hitting you up, giving you your flowers, like sis, keep going, because a lot of people just period, once they get up, they kind of forget how it was to be an underdog. So it's like they more so on their statue at that point, which is cool, But I do wish that it was more unity, more, togetherness, So, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and like they say, not saying misery love company, but it happens. We can't. If the world was kumbaya, we all would be in a better place in our life. So, right, sometimes people want to be with you for clout, make that connect, take a picture, keep it moving. You want to collab with me?
Yeah, but I'll never take it personal though. That one thing you can never do with this game. You can never take it personal. You gotta just, what I mean. This really, it's a business and it's politics, and you just gotta just take it for what it is. Like, so you might meet three good people. You'll be happy if you meet three good people, and it's like, okay, you're locked in. But if you don't, enjoy the time, enjoy the mission, enjoy the journey, and just be yourself.
Right.
Never
And
lose sight of
I'm
yourself.
learning too, being a businesswoman, is learning how to not take business personal. Because sometimes you could take it personal. I take a lot of stuff personal, so I'm learning to separate the two. So I love that idea.
Yeah, definitely gotta separate the two.
As you go into 2023 now, is there any artist, like if you could manifest it today, right now, what's the one artist I gotta work with them?
Maroon
5.
That's Hey, you gotta tell us more about that. Why Maroon 5?
Look, I love Maroon 5. I grew up listening to Maroon 5, child. And I just feel like they did a cross song with Rihanna, right? But they never really did no female rap, rock, saying that R&B, that sound, like that whole sound. I feel like with my sound would be dope. And I do melodic shit too. So it's like, I have so many different voices I can tap into. So I just know that our voices will mesh well together.
Yeah. I love that. I don't know who I expected you to say, but it was not Maroon 5.
A lot of artists, and not saying, I don't want to say the typical, because everybody who mentions somebody, they are great, trust me. But I've never heard somebody mention like the pop artists. You are the first. That's why you in a lane by yourself. Like,
say that.
Bang, bang, bang,
bang, bang, bang.
I heard somebody talk about the Katy Perry, the Maroon 5, the Daddy Yankees. Like just something different, baby. Yeah. That's why I say, girl. That's why you gonna go far. You gonna go far in life.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That really just showcase your artistry too, because you even talked about the sounds and how y'all's voices would mesh together. A lot of times we just grasping for the person that's gonna take me to the next step or the next level. Right. You're like here for longevity. Like, if I get Maroon 5,
the slow ball is the long run. So that's what I'm on.
Yeah. So
that's what I'm on.
What do you tell up and coming artists? Like now we kind of see microwave artists, they get that one hit, maybe they get popular out dance, and that's fine. That's it. Talent is talent.
Right.
But for artists that are trying to do this for the long haul, like what advice do you give them?
Well, for first, since she says about the microwave artists, I feel like right now hip hop is kind of like changing. I feel like TikTok is now, and social media is kind of like a big part. A lot of things are going digital. 10, 5, 7 years ago, it was straight radio, really. So a lot of things are changing. TikTok is starting to be like what people really see if this is a hit, this is a hit, this is not a hit, this is not a hit. But I feel like soon the real music gonna come back around, and it's gonna make sense, and everything will come full circle. And I don't mean that the TikTok artists aren't real artists, because they're still talented. Some things that they do, I will never do. So, I can't say that, we're just different kind of artists. So I just like that the world is opening more. And to any new artist, I just say stay strong and really make sure this what you want to do, because it's a lot of people rapping. It's a lot of songs being uploaded every day, and even if it's a TikTok record, it has some type of substance to it, and it's just kind of like, don't get in this unless this is what you really want to do, because it's fun, and it is. Because anything you really want to do is fun, but this shit is work, it's hard work, and this is your life, it's your career. So make sure that this is what you really authentically want to do. You're not doing it because of the next person. You're not doing it because you feel like it's gonna bring you a bag. Like, it's like being an artist. I take it very serious. So all I'm gonna say is, this is what you really want to do. Put your heart in it. Put your mind in it. Put your grind in it, and just keep going. Don't listen to somebody telling you no. And that's just it.
And that's a mermaid gang.
And that
gang.
drops the mic.
And that's on the Mermaid Gang. Y'all go get Mini Mixes out right now. S-Walk out now. New Atlanta out right now. If you ain't following me, go follow my page right now, and I will respond. As long as you keep it cute. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Well, baby, Ashanae, you, like I said, you were the last person we interviewed today. And when I tell you this is so special, thank you so much. Right.
Thank you, guys. Right. And y'all have a happy early New Year. Be safe. I'm wishing manifesting greatness for all of y'all. Giving y'all flowers already. If nobody told you this morning, you are beautiful. And that's just that on that. And also, if y'all can send Chantel y'all shirt sizes, I will make sure that I send all you guys a mini me shirt. So yeah, that's my present for you. I need it in a text. I ain't gonna remember. I ain't gonna lie. But send her your sizes and your addresses, and then after the holidays, I'm gonna send it to y'all. Though. No problem. Y'all be safe.
Yo.
It's so yeah. Yeah, we interviewed some great people tonight. Like everybody, I don't know about y'all, but I got a lot of gems to journal about.
What'd you say?
Y'all's highlight for the live tonight.
Oh my God. My highlight, I'm gonna have to say each. Well, first of all, I'm gonna have to say all. I really don't even have a favorite, because each one of them dropped gems. Had the opportunity to create a relationship with Derek. You know what I'm saying? Like new relationships. Corvea, now that I've like I said, I've met her before, but now that we actually talk, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be seeing her over and over again. Anissa dropped, Trey dropped. Oh my God, Ruben dropped. Like, this wasn't no regular degular smegula final recap, y'all. So I see all of them. I can't even pick. I don't even have a favorite. All of them.
All of them. I definitely would say all of them. I don't know. Everybody dropped a gem that I liked, and yeah. I hate to just, ride your coattail. But
let's see. Jackie, it looks like y'all freezing a little bit.
Oh yeah,
I can hear
Jackie.
you.
Can you hear me?
You moving a little stacky, but I don't see Jackie no more. She probably gonna come. Oh. Yeah, I just want to say this. I don't know if Jackie's coming back on. Yeah, big shout out. There she go. Okay, Jackie, what was your favorite?
My favorite, I will say honestly, they all touched me, but it's something about Trey. He dropped some gems for real. Like, he was speaking to me for real, and I'm gonna have to play this live back. That's all I'm gonna have to say.
Well, you're gonna have to shout out to CTR Media Network. Shout out definitely to Media Girls. This live will be on the page, so Ellery would definitely put this on the page. Julissa said, make sure you pay attention to the image. Shout out, like I said, shout out to CTR Media Network for the live streaming, y'all. This was live stream. We actually ran up to 2,000 viewers. Shout out to Media Girls Network, y'all. It's so much stuff in store for next year. Make sure you join the network. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you go on that link and become a member today. We have so much, like I said, we have so much in store for next year. And y'all, we have so many reels, so many videos. You about to get a whole documentary on why we joined Media Girls Network. So y'all, this has been a year. This has been a trial. This has been an era. This has showed who's with you. This showed who was against you. This year showed me who was really in my corner. This year showed me, can I trust you? Can I do things like that? This was definitely a testing year for my career. And at the end of the day, as I stated, I've noticed who's in my corner. I've noticed who is not going nowhere. I've noticed that Media Girls Network has my back 100%. You know, when you're trying to find yourself in this industry that's known to tear you down, and it's like you start, I'm not saying you start looking at people funny, but it's like you don't even know who to trust or believe anymore. Like, you don't know if somebody using you for what you have. You don't know if somebody actually truly value you. So like I said, it's been so much going on, but I've seen the light. I've definitely loved my supporters. As I said, Jaleesa, Raquel, Ellery, Jackie, you know, every time we see each other, y'all are girls. And I'm excited for next year. Huh?
I said, can we do a cheers? We do a
Oh,
cheers.
God damn.
Look, I finally got it open. So
you ready? More love, more success, more prosperity. Shout out to Jaleesa. We are so thankful for you. And look, 2023, Media Girls, we going up. Cheers.
Are going up. This is a sisterhood, y'all. It's more than just a media company. This is a sisterhood. We always empower and love each other. Like I said, become a member today. If you have any questions about the network, or is there anything you have, just a question, period, make sure that you message us. We do check our DMs. Make sure that you send a message. Make sure that you become a member. And we, like I said, we are so ready for what we have in store. Shout out to all the we saw what is it, 1501. We saw them come in. Def Jam tuned in. DJ Chose came in. Like I said, you never know who's watching here at Media Girls Network. Shout out to OJ, the GOAT. OJ, text me. I'm not playing with you. Shout out to everyone. Make sure you follow me at I Am Chanel Simone. If you actually click on the top, you can actually see my name. Follow me at I Am Chanel Simone.
Yes, ma'am. Next, make sure y'all follow me at the Jackie Renee. Yes, ma'am, your favorite media girl. I'm the people's favorite. Yes.
And even though y'all didn't give me a new phrase or you know whatever, we still working on it. Y'all make sure that you follow me. I am O with 3 H's.
Baby, and we are Media Girls Network. You can catch this recap on live, baby.
Now wait, before I let y'all go, because I want to make sure that I don't mess up, because I did that one time and Lisa was not happy with me. I want to make sure I save this live correctly.
Oh yeah, baby. You can't mess up this live, sweetie.
I'm trying to listen.
Oh, but one thing I noticed about live is it stays within 30 days. So it still would be somewhere, but we don't even want to make that mistake, okay?
So option, once you end it, to just hit save. Like, don't hit save.
Okay. I was going to say,
no, it's going to say share to
feed.
Right. Right. And
share to
click
feed. Okay.
Good, ask Jaleesa what she wants you to look at us talking on this live. Ask Jaleesa what she wants you to do. Right, BTS.
BTS.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Shout out to April. Shout out to Skylar. Shout out Jackie, Ellery. Thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all. Beautiful live, beautiful Instagram.
See
and happy 2023, y'all.
Hi, I'm Jaleesa Raquel, and we just wrapped up an amazing women empowerment shoot. We call it the Crown Adjustment Shoot because this shoot was all about inspiring other Black queens like ourselves and uplifting each other.
I will wait for you. I will wait for you.
You pray for my demons, girl, I got you. Every time I sip on codeine, I get vulnerable. Annoying the sounds of the storm when it comes. She understand I can't take her everywhere a nigga going. I've been in the field like the children of the corn. I can hear your tears when they drop over the phone. Get mad at yourself cause you can't leave me alone. Gossip and messy, that ain't what we doing. Traveling around the world, over the phone dropping tears. I get more vulnerable when I do pills. When you drunk, you tell me exactly how you feel. When I'm loaded, I keep it real. Need to tell the real one exactly what it is. Don't say it cause you know that's why I wanna hear.
I find you, I give you all you needing. I know what you like. I feel it coming. Time is of the essence. I try to teach you, but I need some lessons. I need to give it all. I try to live, but I can't. I don't know why you're the one.